Okay, it seems
¿Pasa
we
nada?
are live. Let's start. In this stream, we are going to plan the new roguelike tutorial we will be doing in the next months.
Yeah, hello everybody. We are trying to resolve how many things we are showing to you and make tutorials.
Yeah, we will try some art for the character, for the tile sets, the maybe some enemy. We'll decide
We
on the
also,
resolution of the game.
yeah, we are planning the way in which we are making the campaign. There will be a little campaign with a little story. We have a lot of surprise here and there,
Yeah.
and also, yeah, it's gonna be very fun. And also an ambientation and to make a proper vibe to the history and make it coherent. And we will planning so many things that we will change through the campaign of the game. It will very fun and an addition to the past tutorial of Marinator. And let's start. What did you say?
Yeah.
First of all, we are planning the main character, and we are planning to set the character as a Japanese medieval campaign with samurais,
Yeah.
ninja, and swords, katanas, and a lot of things proper of that culture, mythology, etc. So let me see this.
Let's start. Are you going to start drawing the character?
Yeah, but
I share.
first
Do you want
we
to share
have
your screen?
yep. But first we have to plan the art style. So first of all, let's find some inspirations. Samurais. Samurai. The first character will be a samurai, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Maybe
I
later we will make more characters later, but initially we will only make the samurai.
yep. Yeah, we'll start with the main character and we'll try to draw it on think the way will wanna be better for the game. I was thinking and something like this: red armor, katanas,
Uh-huh.
and a fierce mask with that kind of horns. Excuse me, I don't know how is if is that has a name. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, me neither.
I think it looks very cool. It
Yeah.
looks very aggressive and has attitude to a main character. Also, we have to plan the resolution of the. We are using a sprite. It's a it's a compiling old version, but I think it's gonna be fine with this tutorial. And the resolution of the main character, and also why not the tiles of the project, we have to have planned right now. So I was thinking on 24 by 24 for 24.
Yeah, let's try that.
Don't forget that it's gonna be pixel art, and we are taking this image for reference and inspiration. 24 by 24, I think is good. I don't know if it's look bad, we'll be refining later. And well,
Yeah.
when
Look at
we
that.
start with the character, we start with the body. Well, the body in pixel art must be some kind of. I gonna use some help. And in when you are making pixel art in a sprite, it's better to try to achieve the symmetry. And for that, we have used rich settings. in view mode, grid settings, you use, if it's 24 by 24, it will be better use 12 by 12 to make a grid centered on the screen.
Yeah.
Here it is. So we will start, I will use symmetry. We will start to making uh, maybe a bigger head, I don't know,
Yeah, look
to
at that I
make it.
have found. This also looks cool, but the horn in the helmet is not symmetric. It looks weird. Weird.
Yeah, but we are starting to making the body.
Yeah.
So uh, let me. Well, we start with the head, then we follow with the body, and the body will start to make the torso. And here is more interesting because with this characteristic, the legs will be drawing like this. So we could use the head like this. This will be representing the hands of the character, and then we will stop to use symmetry. And when you are using a sprite, it's better to not to use, or maybe if you are comfortable, you can use the full palette of the sprite. But in my case, I rather to use this menu and HSL to try to figure out what kind of brightness or darkness I can use on my character. So I use a brighter color, close this, and I start to making a little of depth of the character. So I using a brighter color. Maybe it's not too right. I use G for use bucket, and I follow using maybe the chest and there, and let's try to make our character use some kind of underwear. Why not? Well, B, and yeah. Also in the medieval, the has not underwear. It's like a kind of sort of uh, cloth. I think that he involves in the intimal parts. So I think
Yeah.
in that way is fine for the aiming of the project. I will use once again some of chatting to the underwear, and I think here is fine. There, yeah, and stomach and his face have to like has profundity. I think it's very our character is too much bold,
Yeah.
and think he's
It's
maybe
too buffet.
too buffed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with a lot, I it will lose a little weight. So and we need another color to make a little bit of depth into color. I think three color of depth for our character is fine. Is pixel art after all. We have not to make shading, and yeah, will define his chest, his pectorals more defined. He is a very prepared character. No, not a single. Not I will better to do an outline. Maybe his eyes here. He will be bald. Um, maybe a
But
haircut. will be
Yeah,
fine. I don't
no,
know.
let's make him a top knot. Look,
Let's see.
I will search.
What do you think, guys? Are you there? Is
Yeah,
someone
I was searching, but the top knots that appear are like they are not bad.
not bold?
So they
And
are
what kind of
not
hike could we
samurai
could
style.
use?
Look,
Ah,
wait,
okay.
wait.
We have, well, maybe we are lacking of space in this resolution. Maybe a little haircut
You know,
here.
like the height of that guy that says, "I see you are a man of culture" as well.
I didn't saw that anime, but
You know,
what do you
like
think?
this guy. Wait,
I get it.
like this.
Maybe if you
The most cool hair.
uh, and he has a little beard. Okay, so mm, something like this.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. It does not seem very much a top knot.
You have another reference? Ah, it
I'm
has.
searching. Uh,
Let
let
me
me
see
search for the meme.
for the meme.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think? On that way is fine.
I don't know. It looks a bit odd.
I will be adding
But
some
in the meme,
details in
his
the.
hair is not visible.
Yeah, you have not that.
Wait.
I think I get it, but I trying to make it as detailed as the pixel art style lets me write.
Yeah. Wait. Maybe I had a image here.
Well, in the meantime, I will name it this layer to body, and I will try to work on the armor of the character. I will be putting this. Hmm, let me see something first. The animation of the character comprehends the movement of the torso and the head of the character. So I will try to cut off the his head. I will be decapitating, and here you
Look,
are. And
like that.
so let me see what Matthew has to show. Yeah, look at this. You saw it?
Let's. I don't know. It's like too high.
Uh, let's try to make a less of hair. I think we have to move on with the development of the game, and maybe after all, he will wearing a mask and a helmet
Yeah, if
most part
he
of
will
the
wear a
time.
helmet,
So
is not. I don't know what we are doing the hair.
yeah, it's just a detail, nothing else. So we will try to animate this character in a idle animation. So I will make some frames, and with the sprite sheet, I will uh, save to. This is some things of our project Erebus, but we'll see this in another time. So we'll creating a new folder. Mm, So main char, main char, main char. In the meantime, and I will try to make some frames to animate the character will animation of reading to the idle control. The orientation, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Matthew,
Yeah,
it will move only facing the camera, only straight, or will do the same character looking upside. What do you
upside.
say?
I mean, I think we will have to make four directions.
For direction, okay.
Because if the
And
game is top down, the character can go up too. Then it will look weird if he's going up, but he's looking down,
okay,
like
so
he's walking in backwards.
okay, so the character in the meantime will be an idle position with 24, 24, and put pressing C on a sprite by default. We can determine the canvas size, and with this we have expand to the right the canvas to make more animation on the same proportion, and pointing the grid of the program to make some frames. I think 4 frames is fine for a
Hmm.
game of the size. So we I will put it on this direction, and 24 by 4 is, I think it less. Yeah, you can make the equation, the resolution of the problem with the own program. 24 by 4, I will 96.
Hmm. Okay.
So we will copy the with M. I select the body and C, Control C, Control UV, and in the same way I put the same character here, and I will try to make an breathing animation. With the Q, I can cut the character, I can cut the torso, try to watching the pixel of the character, and I have selected the rest of the character, and so I can move on that way to his reading, and also I can even animate his body, and why not? Can also maintain on this position, yeah, and animate his hair again. It's just 1 pixel, and maybe he's closing her eyes with his blinking her eyes. So I can put this,
Hmm.
and then we can copy the sprite and put it here, and maybe So we have a very bones animation of the idle moment. We will try to make also the same animation moving upwards. You will using just one direction because we are mirroring the animation on the on Godot. So I will try to finish this animation, and then Matthew will animate the main character with this proportion. And in the meantime, I will be trying to make the the animation of the movement and attacking later. So with
Uh-huh.
C, we can use another array of frame animation 24 by 4, and we have the space to animate the character looking upwards. So as base, we will use the same character, copying this, passing on this, and we have to use the same proportion looking upwards. So
Uh-huh.
we'll try to erase this, try to make something similar to his spinal column. His, let me this. He has a nice butt.
Yeah.
Always a character has a nice butt. His secret powers. Only the Grush else. And well, we'll be shading this. He has. I will use the same sprite for the same. I will continue the same style of hair here. I think it is until there. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I think this proportion is fine, and we have to make. By the way, with E, the I key, we select the color to use. Also, it's
Mhm.
a nice idea if you are making using the color and you will repeat it using. You can make in a corner of the, and don't forget to erase later to use your color palette right there. You see, I think it's a good practice, and we are using forget the his clothes. So it's a good practice if you don't want to lose the direction of the color, and you can using this picking color once again. I
Mhm.
using six color for the character, and now we have the character looking upwards, and I think it's fine for the project. And with a simple steps, he use a very nice looking character for our protagonist. I don't know, it's maybe a little too weak on charisma, but we will fix later with his armor or armors. I don't know if you prefer to make it more or make it more character, but we
Hmm.
will try to finish these animations. Uh, the idea is to try to make this game with you guys.
Yeah. Here we have Amin. The task is if this live is going to be a video on the channel. Hi, Amin.
Hey,
Yeah.
Amin.
After we finish the direct, or I don't know if it's already available, the direct will be available in the channel to watch whenever you want.
Yeah.
But the
Uh,
main series will be I will make them later, like the roguelike, you know, video series about making the roguelike, about the programming, and maybe Ronaldo will make also some other video about making some of the art of the game.
Yeah, and also we will expand with more features, and that feature will be represented in future tutorial in the channel. So don't worry, will be more. and also will be made some characters, enemies, elements of the scenarios and effects and so many things, UI, why not? And all of that will be publishing to your users. I mean, it will be free for you to use on your projects also, at
Yeah.
least the few world, because we will make the tutorial with different worlds and ambientations, not too far, not too complex, but the idea is that you can use on your projects and you try to learn something else to grow as developers. So let's follow with this, okay?
And what do you guys prefer, GDScript or C Sharp? We could make the tutorial in C Sharp also. Let's make an host is called the thing
C
in
sharp.
YouTube to make the community decide.
I don't know what that name is. I really don't know. Maybe we
Wait,
have.
let's see. If
So in the meantime,
it's a
I
poll.
I am making the animation of the character here. Is looking upwards, and I think okay. So uh, finish to animate the hair, and we have the animation of reading in upwards and backwards. So I will erase this because I don't use it too much, but maybe it's a good practice to do it in the future. So when you are using this as project and A sprite, Godot can recognize the layering of the A sprite. So I will try to save as, and I will save as PNG file. So we have main chart PNG file. So I have it on. Let me see tutorial. So I have our main character, the image is looking good, I think. And with that, Matthew can use it in the game. I will pass it on Discord, and here it goes. In the meantime, I will try to see some tutorials and things to make how the best way of making our character. So right now, Matthew will show you to make the character and making alive in Godot.
Yeah.
So let's
Let's
go
start.
with.
So this tutorial series will be made in Godot 4. So let's check. I don't know if I have the last version installed. I have the 4.0.2. Yeah, that is the last version. Wait. So here, let's create a new project. Where do I put it? Let's put the project in the GitHub folder. Let's name it new roguelike tutorial, and I will put test because this is the test project. Then we'll create another project that will be the one where we Well, we record how I program, and I made the tutorial series. But for now, let's create this project as a test. On Yeah, let's
Maybe
keep that
if
as forward.
you
Okay.
you name it tutorial test is a very long game. Samurai to roguelike or something. We have to decide the name. Maybe in the future we have to make and
Yeah, we can decide the name later.
decide the name with you later. We have some ideas, and you will decide what will better for a name of the game. But it's up to you. If you working on something similar or using the assets, it's fine for us. But let's try to make the things right and decide well how the ambient, the vibe of the game will appear as a finished product. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's start creating the art for the folder. So here I created assets, and inside it I'm going to create a new folder, call it art. And then here I'm going to put the image that Ronaldo uploaded. Wait, I will create another subfolder, call it players. Have you uploaded the image? Ronaldo, where have you put the image?
In Discord.
Ah, in Discord. I
Uh,
was looking in Google Drive.
no, it doesn't. It's in Discord. I will pass in this tutorial the image for Discord. You have to consider with Matthew and I doesn't live in the same global location. I am in Chile and Matthew is in Spain.
Yep.
So we are very far away in space and time. Here is the 12:13 on the of the evening and of the midday. And what time is in Spain? 18:35.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18, it's 6 p.m. and it's in the evening. It's later on in Spain. So it's sort of complicated to make this thing, but we are doing it for you guys. So here we are.
Okay, so here I downloaded the image. I named it Exhibitionist Samurai. Well,
Exhibitionist Samurai is a
maybe
good name.
not completely because he has underwear, but more or less.
Yeah, you can name. I would recommend to you if you will think of use a lot of resource in your project, a lot of things, and here and there. I strongly recommend to you to make
Uh huh.
short and concise names. So when you have put a lot of elements in your game, don't be confused or forget what things use it on different characters so and elements of the game, so you can lose track of your progress with all assets on there.
Okay, so here I'm going to create the a player scene. The name of the kinematic changed and now it's character 2D. Yes, character body 2D. I'm going to name that scene player. and I'm going to save it as characters in the characters folder, then players, and I'm going to put in here inside. Okay, now we will create an inherited scene that inherits from this scene, just in case we later create other characters. So I'm going to name it Samurai. Wait, I put an extra R. And it seems now that by default the scene names are lowercase, the first letter. In Godot 3, the first letter it was uppercase by default. By now it seems it's lowercase if you don't change it. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's create the script. So here I'm going to add an sprite. And here I'm going to add his script. Oh, look at that. It seems the script I created, it already has the movement implemented.
Yeah. Well, it's a
You see?
plus. We have
Well, but it
to.
has gravity. It's like a movement for a 2D platformer. But we are not doing a platformer, so
No,
I'm going to delete that.
not useful for us.
And yeah, it's a platformer movement because it has jump. Yeah, I'm going to delete that too. You know what? I'm going to start from scratch.
I think it's better. We are making we are making some progress and explaining each step of the programming process.
Yeah. Okay, so let's create an exported variable.
So if you have any question of any kind, and you can make it here, and we will answer in as we're going through.
Yeah. Okay, so I created an exported variable for the speed. And by default, it has the value 300. We will change it later if 300 is too much or too low. Okay, so how do we make the movement? Let's create the input function. 100 input. This function will recall it every time an input is emitted, like when we press a key. Yeah, wait a moment, I will create another variable. Move direction. This is a vector 2. What happened with vector 2? Ah, here it is. Yeah, by default, it will be vector
There.
2, 0.
Try to left comments of the each line for the guys can
But
remember what
it
each
doesn't matter
line it
now
is.
because I will put some comments in the project I use for the series, but this is just a test.
But
It's not necessary. So
okay,
this is not the
but
project
guys,
I will upload to GitHub. The one that
If you
you
want,
plan to
guys,
have is the one that will make the series on.
okay, if you want, guys, anyway, you can struggle to Matthew to push, put comments. I with you guys.
Yeah, I will put some comments in the definitive project. But as I
Okay,
say, for
fine.
now this is just a test.
Well, I have a question. Why unhandled input instead of input as well?
Yeah, because input, well, that's how I think it works. Input accepts all events, all. But sometimes the events are blocked or are
Okay.
used by other characters or by the Y. So unhandled input does not ignore the events that are reduced. Like it was some function to mark the event as used. I don't know if it
Okay,
changed
get
it.
it.
Yeah, maybe it changed in code 4. It was like get dot set input as 100, and then it shouldn't be called in 100 input. But I don't know, it seems it changed in code 4. So it does not matter. To simplify, I will put in physics process, and I will get the direction using movement direction is equal to input that jet axis, no, jet vector it was, yes. So here let's see the parameters: negative x, positive x. So this is left, this is right. So here I'm going to put y left and here y right. Nice. And then we have negative I and positive I. So the A axis is inverted. So positive I is down and negative I is up. Okay. So with that, we have the movement direction. Now we have to move the character. Let's see. Yeah. By the way, let's create a friction too to make the moon. So the character when it stops, the velocity decreases smoothly. It does not stop instantly. So I'm going to friction will be like 0.1. We will change it later. So if move direction is 0, then we apply the friction. By the way, Godot 4 has now the velocity integrated in character body 2D. So we don't have to create a velocity variable anymore. We change velocity and that's it. So if we are not moving, I'm going to apply friction. So velocity is equal to velocity that, yeah, we don't have linear interpolate anymore. Ah, no, wait, it was lerp. Yeah. So the velocity is going to go to vector2 dot 0 with the friction. Oh, let's create another variable, acceleration. Let's make it exported. Let's put it 0.2 as default. Yeah, okay, so if the movement direction is not 0, so the character is moving, we are going to interpolate the velocity to the max speed. We are going to linear interpolate it to move direction, the direction where we are moving, multiply it by the speed. Yeah, wait, but we have to normalize it here, because so for example, if we press the right arrow and the up arrow at the same time, then the vector will be 1 minus 1. But the length of this vector is not 1. Is, I don't know what this is, but it's 1 dot some other thing. So we want the vector to always be 1, because otherwise, if we have for example, the up arrow and the right arrow press it at the same time, the character will go faster than if we only press it the right key.
Yeah,
So
because
that's
we go
why we have to
with
normalize it. Mm-hmm.
the sum with the two values, and in this guy on diagonal we could use up and left, and the sum of the velocities can be equals a greater velocity moving in diagonal. So that's not the idea.
What I don't know is if changing the velocity it moves automatically,
Hmm.
because it has the velocity integrated. Right? Let's do control click. Yeah, I think it only stores the variable, but it does nothing with it. Let's just try. So here we have the samurai. Let's put the image Hernaldo made. Here, let's put the exhibitionist samurai. Yeah. Wait, I will create a game machine.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Okay, here we have it. That's it. So here we are going to change texture, and let's change filter to, I don't want filter, linear, nearest. Yeah, maybe it is this one, to make the pixel art not look blurry. If we change this from the root node of the game, we don't have to change it from every sprite. They will inherit it. So yeah, for example, let's put the samurai here, and let's see if it works. Yeah, it doesn't work. Wait, let's try nearest. Yeah, it's nearest. So you see, so now all the sprites that are on the game will look fine. So we don't have to change this to for every sprite. Okay, so yeah, let's play the scene and see if the character moves. What happened here? Now,
You have to
um,
center the camera in the character, I think.
yeah, I was just trying the movement, but it seems it does not work. So we have to call move and slide. Oh, and by the way, let's put a name to the class. Let's put it player. And maybe later we put an icon, but for the moment we left it this way. Okay, so here I'm going to call velocity is equal to move and slide velocity to move the character. Wait, why it does not work? Uh, because the velocity is integrated, we don't have to pass it to move and slide anymore. Yeah, and it returns a bool? What
But
does it return?
hmm, it's a bit strange.
Oh yeah, it returns true if the body collided and returns false if the body does not collide. But we don't care about that for the moment, so we are going to ignore the return value. Yeah, so here we have it. Let's try it again. Look, we already have a moving character.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I think it will be better to leave the animation working
Yeah,
on
yeah,
both directions,
of
up
course.
and backward. And when you can finish that, I will try to make the rest of the animations, or we can put some floor in the scene.
Yeah.
So we can, I don't know,
Uh-huh.
will
Oh,
what
yeah.
will be better first
What are
to
you
the
working
first.
on now?
So yeah, it's working, kinda working.
Okay, let's see the warning. Oh yeah, the parameter delta is never used in the function.
Hmm.
Yeah, we are just going to put the underscore so we don't have the warning anymore. Yeah, and now let's make the animation. So yeah, here it looks blurry, but when it is instantiated in the game, it does not look this anymore because it's under game. So it looks fine.
Yeah, and you check the importation if this filter is
No,
applied
it does
on
not
the
work
sprite.
this way anymore. Now you have to change this, the filter in
Ah,
the text
my
to
fault.
drop down.
Okay,
So you don't have to change
okay,
the export every time. You just set this to nearest in the game's root, and all the sprites will change.
I forgot that. Okay,
Yeah, I think this is the most buffet samurai ever.
yeah, maybe we can make some modifications, but in the meantime, I think it will work on the project.
Yeah. Okay, so it has 4 horizontal frames. Yeah, and 2 vertical frames. So here we have it. Oh, Yeah, and of course, let's add a camera to the player. And let's make it current, or it is already by default now. Hmm. I don't know, let's try. Yeah, the camera is enabled by default now. In Godot 3 you have to make it current. But anyway, now you don't see the character moving because I'm moving it. But because there is no soil, there is no tile set, it does not, we
Mm,
can see it moving, but it's moving.
yeah. And for now on, I think I can make a simple floor to the project,
Uh-huh.
and very easy, something like a straight tile set of 24 I think is fine.
Yeah.
Again, if you can show this, and 12 by 12, 12 by 12. I think I was watching some ideas on Pinterest, and I think that
Wait, let
a
me share
wooden
your
floor.
screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's.
show it. And I think that a wooden floor will be fine, and something like this. So let's start to work. I think this had the darker stripes on the. So we'll try to make this here, and using a wooden colors, maybe not to here, and I will use uh, a wooden color for the tiles. So I think it's fine. I don't know if it more detail will be better, but I'll just try it, and there. So we can of course make a deep into texture, so we can add a bright
Mhm.
on the colors, maybe there, there, and there. So I think that it will be a fine floor for the to making a. Maybe we can make some variation of the tile. What do you think, Matthew?
Some
Some
variations.
vari- yeah, and another distribution of wood. Let me
Ah, oh
show.
yeah, yeah, of
Let
course.
me show to you. Maybe four, I think, is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, double
So the
multiplication.
mouse
Yeah,
will look better this way.
yeah. So I will be copying better this. So yeah. Ah, what?
What happened?
No, it's a really imprecise moment, but okay. So we can erase all of this. Okay, better with G, and make a new pattern of wooden. So we can use the same scheme of colors, and again we can use this this pattern, not to be too straight, and maybe another line there, and yeah, is different. So you see,
Uh-huh.
it's different right there, and here we can. Uh, so we can do it this more centered. This why not? Maybe a little more of contrast would be better, but uh, mistake this part. And here, so with this we have a proper floor on our project, and our project is growing, and we have a character. We have. Uh, let me. I will leave this center as well. You will. It will be better to pass it through like an spreadsheet like this, or you rather separate each frame of the dial set
No, no, then upload it as a single image without the
altogether.
tiles.
Okay, okay.
So,
So I will put dojo floor,
yeah.
dojo floor, and I will not make layers on this image, so I can directly save this as PNG file. I, so in this core, I will. Uh, so,
Yeah.
uh,
Meanwhile, I made the idle animation. Look at that.
okay. Huh. Look at this, and you showed the people how is it made.
No, because you were explaining how to make the tile set. Yeah, so the animation player looks exactly like in Godot 3. I created here the animation player. Here I changed the duration. Here I don't know how it's called, the separation between frames. So, and here I put the frames. So here the frame 0. Here wait, it's 0 also. Ah, yeah, because I'm on player and it does not have frames. This one is the one that has, you see, the frame 0, the frame 1, the frame 2, and the frame 3. So, yeah, it looks like in Godot 3. I also checked this, auto play or load, so it plays automatically when the game starts. I don't have to start it by code. And that's it. I also made zoom in the camera, so we can see the character from close.
So as you can see, we animated the hair, the eyes,
Yeah.
and the torso of the character to make it feels more vivid. So it's to make to you when you animate a character, try to make some proper animation of these most distinctive characteristics. In this case, the hair, the eye, and try to not animate a single thing each each animation, not to only animate the hair, not only animate the eyes on the torso, but you can animate all of that in a single animation, and it will look more alive. You see?
Yeah.
So,
What about the
uh,
legs? Don't you think it would look a little better if the legs were animated too?
I don't know. I will. We need to try in the game. So the you can animate also the upward direction and try to add it by code, as well as the direction on the both sides, left and right. I
Yeah,
think you can show
but
that to the people right now.
yeah, but first I'm going to try the new tile map.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
will
it seems
be.
it changed a lot in God of War 4. So let's try it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Have
for
you
the moment,
downloaded the image of the tile floor that
no,
I passed it to
no,
you?
no. I'm going to download it now.
Okay.
Yes, so for the moment we are going to put the tile map here in game to try it. But in the future we will make like in the previous roguelike tutorial we'll make rooms. But for now
Yep.
let's keep the tile map here. I'm going to download the image.
We're trying to to let finish the tile and the project and the character moving through it, and soon I will share to you guys the tile set to your use in your project. You can use this video as reference. You can replicate, I think, what we did, but most important, and encourage to you that make more creative things. Try to use the sprite that I made, add some tinge and the colors. Be creative. It's your game. It's your decisions. You are the designer here. We are only showing to you some examples. This is an example of what you can do with Godot. Godot is a very powerful tool, but it depends on your decision and your creativity. So we will try to make the thing easier for you.
Mhm. Okay, so let's try to use the new tile map. So here we have a tab gadget patterns. I don't have idea what does this do. Let's start adding tiles. Yeah, let's just click the plus button. Atlas or scenes collection. Scenes collection. I don't have a scene with the tile set, so I'm going to use Atlas. And nothing happened. Yeah. Ah, wait. I don't have created a tile set. Yeah. Nice. So how do we load an image? Wait. No, it does not work. Hmm.
Doesn't work and at all.
Let's
And
see. Tile set. Here. New tile. Atlas. Yeah, it works now. Okay, so let's put the texture here. The Atlas texture was modified. What? Would you like to automatically create tiles in the Atlas? I don't understand what's this.
let's see what kind of tiles it makes.
To
I think it
automatically
will
create tiles.
be
Yes, let's say yes and let's see what happens. Yeah, so no,
not so
it don't it
accurate.
wrong,
We have
but I
to
think it's because the size is wrong. It must be 24.
24. Yeah.
Wait, but it does not change it. What is that? Maybe it's not this. Where do I change the size?
Like oh, there is not a setting option.
It was before, but now it isn't. We have that the tile maps quadrant size. Yeah, but it's
It has
not.
to be
This
2024.
is another thing. Yeah, let's.
Uh,
This is something to optimize it. Yeah, let's leave it to 24, but you see the sizes have not changed. You have to change from here.
I think it's from there. Yeah,
Let's put here 24 and 24. Yeah,
that it works.
nice,
Okay.
nice, nice. But why do we have a small square inside the tile?
See what it is for, and in the meantime, trying to.
I don't know what it is, but let's see if it works.
Yep.
Yeah, look.
It's superposed. Look at this.
Yeah, because how do I change the size?
I think
Hmm.
that is for something over superposed. It's fine for grass and wood texture, I
Yeah,
think,
but
but
we
if
we
that
want to
is not
change
the case,
the size of the tiles.
yeah.
Look, so these squares are the same size as the tile. It was here before in Godot 3, but it isn't now.
Mm,
So I don't know. So I found someone who asked the same, but this is in Godot 5. I
God
say
of 5.
I say oh sorry, I mean Godot 3. I said I want Godot 4, but it shows me this.
That's a
Wait,
pretty jump in the future.
yeah, I think now I found someone who asked the same. This time in Godot 4. Because it says how does wait, it's loading. Mm.
So can you has any progress? In the meantime, look at your
Wait,
message.
I'm going to share your screen.
No, I passed
Um,
it to another texture,
yeah.
the same floor, but with more varied colors. Look, take a look on this on your message. I think it's better to use that texture that I passed with. Look at your
Yeah.
Discord message.
I'm going to replace it.
I think it's more vivid colors.
Let's see
So
if it updates. Yeah, it updates.
yeah,
Yeah, but we still have the same problem as before.
yeah, superpose. No, not the idea. And what about the place you were putting the texture and tile configuration before?
Yeah, the option should be here in tile map or here, but I can find it anywhere. Hmm. Let's check the documentation using tile maps. Let's see. Uh-huh. Yeah, now we can create layers inside the tile map, but that's what not I'm looking
That's
for.
fine. Yeah, the properties are when you are using the tile map, you can click on the corrected tile and edit in the inspector.
What?
Yeah, select one.
Yeah, I have one selected.
In order, below visibility, there is a canvas in
Pero
order
ordering, yeah, but
ordering.
that is canvas item.
Okay.
This, see, this not have anything related to the tile map. Is set index. Could it be that is changed from the project settings?
Mm, I think that is not the case. I think it might be changed right on the spectrum, not on the project settings.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the same, but it is no, I can't find it in the inspector. Hmm. Yeah, it seems not. Hmm. Now we can put particles also in the tile map.
Looks fine. Maybe we can use that feature in this project later.
Yeah. Why is so difficult to change the size of the cells?
Not too difficult. It's different from the version 3. Nothing else.
Hmm.
Yeah, because uh, you can see that in the interior you have a minor spacing.
Mhm.
Maybe I think that you can make another tile map and not to use the option to auto tile. I think.
Yeah, but I don't think
Maybe.
that's the wrong thing, because there are two sizes, the sizes of the tiles that these are correct, 24 by 24. But then there is a size of the cells of the tile map that it's 16 by 16.
And paint options. You
For
have
the new
paint
god of
option right there. What
Yeah,
about
paint
that?
options, yeah, but that it's is to paint the map. What?
Uh,
Well, I don't know how
okay.
that works. Let's see a tutorial play with Furcifer Mate. Wait, wait. It's here inside the tile set. You see, it's hidden. See, I click here
Hiding the
and
tile set.
it
Okay,
is.
the revelation of the stream.
Yeah,
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, put on 24 by 24 and
yeah.
show the guys. Okay, I think it's correct now.
Oops.
Uh,
Yes,
yep,
I'm going to put. I'm in tile map. Yeah. So this the paint option and yeah,
but yeah, try to make the tile map look exactly. So try to paint the floor of the scene with
yeah.
different tiles.
But I was wondering if we can make a random tile appear automatically.
Uh, let's work with manually based for the moment. It's just for the tutorial to make it forward. I think we have not too much time.
Yeah,
Try to paint as well, no? Replacing textures.
yeah. I don't know how this works. I will take a look later. So for now, let's see
Okay,
if this works the same as before. If I do Control Shift, yeah,
okay. We have a
yeah,
fancy floor. It's gonna go fast. Yeah, I think that is something. By now we have a character and a scenario with the floor, and maybe it's too slicing, but we can resolve the next streaming.
yeah,
The different aspect I think is good for now. We have a new character with his animation, with the
yeah.
floor, with the movement,
With his
and all
underwear,
in one is in his underwear, but soon will be not naked. And I think it's fine for now. What do you think? What do you guys think?
yeah. I think
let know is in the comment.
the tile set it looks a little but it likes the tile set is for a game with bigger. You know, it seems maybe reduce the outline, but it's already 1 pixel, right? Or maybe only
Okay,
make outline
I will.
in two sides, you know, like this way and this only, not this and this. So instead of double outline, we'll only have one. You understand what
Yeah,
I mean?
we have not leaving only that kind of tile set. Will I will make another without outline, so it's just a dojo floor like, but we will make another ones. No, don't worry, there will
Yeah.
be more.
Okay.
So
So
I think it's all for now,
yeah,
and thanks guys for coming. We really
we'll continue
appreciate
another day,
you.
and we hope we can start uploading the series videos soon. So stay tuned. And if you want
Yeah,
to make a donation to so we can upload Erebus to Steam, feel free
yeah,
to check the comments.
yep. Thank
Okay,
you very
so
much
that's
guys
for all. Thanks for coming,
for staying right now.
and
Yep.
I hope to see you in the next stream.
See you
Bye bye.
guys.
Okay.